It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Rams and the Commanders, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter of the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something.
And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll run for the first time here with Kyren Williams. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 16. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. From 4 yards out. And the Rams will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now Daniels. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather tan let him shred my defense.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could beat. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Williams. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Ryan Wright now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Check. Reload.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Trucks over him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford to the right side and complete to Atwell. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Spins away. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Daniels looking to throw. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Stays on his feet, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 41-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Stafford looks to throw again. Fighting to stay upright. And his throw is going to be incomplete. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell from 4 yards out. And the Rams are once again back in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number 1, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be caught once again by Brown. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw is Daniels. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Sanders' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is
Personal
about.
foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what
That
was
penalty is declined.
School that possession is 9/10 of the law.
I didn't go for law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm gonna give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. A final shot before the break. Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime
let's
report.
Take a look ahead to
Coach.
Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the 3rd quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the 2nd half. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
They're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the 1st half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's the option. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Back to throw. Daniels steps away to his left. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first down.
Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
Standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Daniels.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They go play action. Daniels.
His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
They'll look to set up his blockers. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And the Washington offense heading out. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To the air goes Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Daniels. Hurts over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. And the Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Stanford.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Washington offense set to take over.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
On the screen, this is Eckler. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
To throw is Stanford. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late.
Pass
might be
interference.
PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, it usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Again, it's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes heck.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And this, a very important drive, leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Robinson up the middle, and he works free. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels over the middle here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and a yard. Stafford looks to throw again. That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Stafford. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, check. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready?
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Garn. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.